Good evening, everybody. We're up at the house here. This is Briar Patch Antiques, and tonight we're going to showcase Coleman lanterns, Duracamp lanterns, Sears lanterns, a lot of different gas-powered lanterns. We've got several different kinds, styles, and a lot of these, or some of these, hopefully, I'm not going to give you all the goodies, will be available at our April 2026 sale. So we hope you enjoy this video. Hello, this is the Briar Patch Antiques here in Castle Rock, Washington. Started out as a fun hobby and passion, has turned into an antique shop. We encourage you to come out and give us a try, see what we have to offer. So look us up. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, the Briar Patch Antiques, and we hope to see you. Okay, we're here checking out these Coleman lanterns, and not just Coleman. Like we lit this Sears. Here's a Duracamp, and we've got some other unique ones. We got a, what is this, Camp Light?
Camp light.
So just listen, folks. Listen to this. Hear that hiss? That burning? Does that take you back to ice fishing with your grandpa? Maybe in the hunting lodge, hunting camp, or in the tent? It, I know for me and others, it brings up fond memories of years past. Now, some of these that we're going to highlight, like this one right here, we're going to talk about this one right here. And this is an old one, and I'll let our collector here tell us a little bit about it.
This is a Coleman from about 1926 or so. It's got the external pump here. Some of the models of this same one, this is a 427. The pump is actually inside. And some of the earlier ones, the 327s, you needed an external pump completely. There is no pump in the font. As you can see, this had a Mylar
globe. Is that
globe?
called a globe?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Zoned out there for it. It's a Mylar globe. This one's clearly in really bad shape.
But what year is this from, you said?
This one's a 1926. You can tell that from the
Dial?
dial. Yeah. It's got an E on it. And these particular lamps, they were dated from 1922 to 1929 A through this, and this is an E, which would make it 1926.
Wow. So yeah, 1926. Lots of items are in shape that shows wear. So this is in good shape for that year.
Yeah.
Okay, as we're continuing on here, why don't you grab that one right there? And I think I know what this is commonly called, slang called in the Coleman Society. Yeah, I'll let you verify it. What is it?
This is the Coleman 275. Most Colemans were green or nickel. This one they made in brown for some reason. So a lot of the collectors call it the turd just because of the color.
Yeah.
They're good operating and a very reliable lantern. They do have a slanted globe, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah. And this is a two mantle, right? Yeah.
This is a two mantle, yes, sir.
So what year would you say this one is that they produce these?
There's a good question. We can look on the bottom here and we can see it's a 483.
Okay.
So that'd be the 4 month in 1983.
Okay.
So
for those of you who do not know that, most Colemans, you can turn over, and on one side will be a number, and on the other side of the writing will be two numbers, which date is the year, correct?
yes,
Okay.
it'll be the month and the year.
Now let's look at that case there. Bring that up here, and we'll see what's in there.
Over the years, Coleman has had several different cases. This is one of the newer ones.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one. They usually had storage underneath the lantern where you can keep mantles. I believe on this side they have a full,
Yeah, there's a funnel.
so you can put a funnel in and carry it with your stuff. One of the more slimmed down models of the case is this one where it's just a couple tabs at the bottom, and then you got your lantern inside. If you have a lantern, you just pull the top off. This one's, you can carry more stuff with it, but if you limit it on room, maybe a smaller one.
Yeah. So I could see how this case, especially like if you're maybe going fishing in a boat or something, you could throw that in there and then break it out when you needed it.
Yeah, and it's good protection for your lantern.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break and set up, and we're going to talk about some old antique and vintage Coleman lamps. Hold on. All right, this is, let me see. I think this is a Coleman, is it 220D? Is that right? Am I correct on that?
I believe it is. It is from 1947.
Oh, okay. Now, with you holding that up there, and just with this Coleman burning right here, this is our light tonight, folks, and it's awesome. I can vaguely see, I don't know if the people, our viewers can see that, but it says Coleman right there. Now, is that an original or?
I believe this is the original globe for this one. It says Coleman on that side, and if you turn it around,
Oh yeah,
you've got Pyrex on the other side.
I don't know if you folks can see that. There's a glare, but it says Pyrex, like the vintage Pyrex dishes.
And this one is all capitals. That's what you want to look for with the original globe for this year, is the old capitals. They will have later globes that have lowercase for Pyrex.
Okay.
These are better before the company sold.
Okay.
So
if you're collectors, those are things you're looking for. Now this one here, this is a 47. This is a 48. And while they're right there, you can see, is that the Pyrex you're talking about? Because that's all capital letters.
yep.
Made in USA. Now, I know for sure these two Colemans right here, folks, are going to be in our sale next year, our first sale of the year in April. And we have lots of Coleman collectors that come. And so be looking for those. Now, I want to talk about this one right here. This is a unique one. This obviously doesn't say Coleman, but for the novice or somebody that doesn't know, that sure does look like a Coleman.
Yes, a lot of times, other companies, Sears included. In this one, it's a Duracamp. They were able to buy lanterns from Coleman, and then they would paint them with their company name.
Okay.
And you'd end up with one of these, or even like the one we got lit there. That's a Sears one.
Yeah. Now, just we don't have to turn it over for the date, but what would you guess? Or you probably already know. What's the date on that, maybe? Roughly?
I would think early or late 80s, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I really don't know on those ones.
Now, this next one I'm going to pull up here, this one is, I think, unique. And if I say it right, so I believe this is a Coleman, and I believe they call this the Christmas lantern. Am I right?
That is true. They do call this the Christmas lantern. It was made when they were switching colors and using different parts, so you ended up with a green font and a red top. They only did them a couple years. There's a lot of fakes out there. People will take two different lanterns and put them together, say they're Christmas lanterns, but they only made them a couple of years. This is a lantern I just threw together that had different parts. It's 4 different lanterns. It does work, but you can clearly see that's from several different places.
So now what's the collectors commonly call this when it's all hodgepodge?
It's Frankenstein.
The Frankenstein lantern. I like
It's
that.
when you got a box of half lanterns because other things were ruined. Sometimes you can throw them together and they will work.
So I would say if this was only the Christmas one was only done a few years, they're very collectible.
Yeah, yeah. There's 2 years, I believe. They're 54 and 55.
Wow.
I believe this one is a 55. You definitely want to check the date on the font if it's anything but those few dates. It's probably not real.
Okay. Now grab that one right there. Yeah, we'll bring that one up to the light here. This one I notice is chrome or nickel.
Nickel.
Nickel, and then what do you say? A green top.
Yeah, a green top on it. Yeah.
Now, is this original? I mean, is that how these came out?
Yes,
With
that's
chrome on the bottom?
original. And you can see the Coleman Sunshine in the Dark symbol. Yeah. This is original globe, and it's got the Pyrex and Made in America.
Let me see if I
on
can get
it
it there.
back.
We can get it better right there. You can see the Pyrex.
And this is a 242C to be exact.
Yeah. And these, let me just really quick bring this one up. So you've got a double mantle, right?
Yes.
And then a single mantle. So I know there's a young man that was coming to the shop, and he wanted to start collecting Colemans and little things like that. Single mantle, double mantle, like you're talking about the dates and stuff. These are important facts for collectors, especially those that are just starting. All right, folks, here we are. And we're starting Coleman lamps. And we've got 4 of them that we want to highlight here and just give a quick overview of them. And hopefully some of these might be in our sale next year. So we shall see. So what is this called a table lamp?
This is a table lamp. This is a Coleman Model 152. It's got an internal pump, and you got a regular fuel cap on it. These ones were made to have the globe inside and then a shade on the outside. All we got for this one is the globe, but it is the original globe with Coleman on one side, and again on the other side, the Pyrex.
Pyrex, yeah.
This is a 2 mantle, just your basic nice table lamp. Before electric heat and internal heat, they use these for light and heat a lot of the time.
Yeah, so now let's see if I can get a shot of that right there, the Coleman. So, okay, I'll let you take this one and grab the next one. And what we're going to do, hopefully after the end of these lamps, we'll actually see if we can light one of them for you folks, and then you can see how it goes. Some of these older lamps, Coleman, you might find the body, or what I call the body, but finding everything that goes with it is hard. So now, wow, that is a shade.
This is a Coleman CQ. Like I was saying, there's a shade on the outside, and on the inside you got your globe again. This one takes an external pump.
Okay.
And you got a 2-piece fuel cap.
Do we have an external pump we can show them?
Yes, I believe we do.
Now, certainly these stickers were added.
Yes, the stickers were definitely added. I believe the owner was a Dutch Brothers fan. I have not taken the stickers off.
I wouldn't either.
Like I was saying, you loosen up the top one. There's a check valve in here, so when you pump air in, it does not let it back out.
Okay.
And then you got an external pump. You just put it on top.
Okay.
And you can pump air into it.
Wow.
And then, once you get it to the pressure you want, you close that, and then you open it up. You heat up the little generator here, and you want that generator rather warm before you light it. A lot of times they'd use a propane torch to do it, or an alcohol torch or something, and then because if you don't, you'll have a flame out and the fuel will pour all over the place.
So is this considered a table lamp as well?
This is a table lamp as well.
And I would say, grab that shade there. I would say these shades are hard to find.
Yes, they are.
Especially the shape of this one. This is in like perfect shape.
Yeah, this one is in pretty good shape.
Now, what year would this, with the shade and everything, be? Just rough estimate. Early 30s, 40s?
I would think right around there. I couldn't really say on this one. They made the CQ for quite a few years.
Wow. Okay. What's our next one here? Now, folks, if you like these videos, we're going to be highlighting different antiques and vintage items from time to time. If you like these, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell of our channel. And do us a favor, would you share our channel to your friends and family and help us grow in that way. So our next one here is not a Coleman. Am I correct?
That is true. This one was made in England. It's a Tilly table lamp.
Oh yeah, there's a, I'm trying to get that on there, but there's a brand right here, folks. It says Tilly. Um, and that globe is certainly different from the Coleman table lamps.
And if you can, on the bottom of the font, it's got the company and it says made in England. So
Yeah.
these ones are quite rare, from what I understand. They also will come with a paper shade. We don't have one for this one, but if you can find one complete, it's very rare, and I would grab it.
Okay. All right, we're going to take just a second because this next lamp is a little awkward to get on here. Hold on, folks. Okay, folks, here's our last lamp. This is a Coleman. This is antique, and this is a beauty. What this is called is a double arm chandelier lamp. You can see that it would hang from a beam or the ceiling, wherever. But this is just amazing. It is hard to find original shades. These are original Coleman shades. And so is it white gas or?
This is white gas too.
Okay.
And it also takes the external pump because it does not have an internal one.
So I'll let you take one of the shades off. I don't want to break it. Is this a double mantle or a single? Let's see.
There's a double mantle on each side.
So that would put out a bunch of light.
Yes, it would. It does light up a room pretty good.
Yeah. So now I know myself growing up, and maybe you folks out there, you watched a John Wayne or Gunsmoke, some of those shows. In some of those scenes, you will actually see some Colemans and some hanging lamps and lanterns. I don't remember if I've seen one of these in those, but it's worth watching again, I guess. So we're going to take a break here real quick and try to light this one. No guarantees. Hold on. Just like magic, folks. We've got this, let's see, double arm hanging chandelier Coleman lamp glowing like a beauty. That's a piece of history right there. And so folks would gather around their table or maybe in the saloon, who knows. And that was the light they had. And they were appreciative of it. So I can't promise you that this one's going to be down in the shop for the sale, but we're going to look hard for some. Just to give you a little idea of what some of the Colemans that are out there, the lanterns, the lamps. We will do a short little video in the future of Coleman stoves, like little pack stoves and military stoves. So if you like these videos, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share with your family and friends of our YouTube channel. Hope you guys liked it. Talk to you later.